We are currently in Titusville, Florida. Now, this is our first video after being kind of off the radar for, I don't know, maybe a couple months, I guess. The last time we filmed was well before Christmas, and then I did that series where I was actually building this dinghy here, which you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. But I've kind of been waiting for the perfect opportunity to really jump back in the videos with something exciting. And I find that the more I keep waiting for that perfect opportunity, I keep just putting it off and putting it off. So instead, we're starting right now. Yes. But before we get too far into this, I want to say one particular thing that's really on my mind. And I want to get this out of the way because I don't want it to be a real drag, I guess, for the rest of the season. And that is this. If you guys remember, I made a video back in December in regards to my father passing away. If you didn't see that video, it's called My Dad's Last Christmas Letter. And you can check out that video. There's a lot more detail there. It's kind of a hard video to watch, but check that out if you want more detail of everything. But the thing that I wanted to say is this. I've been having a hard time with motivation, really, ever since my father's passing. It's I can't really put my finger on why exactly, but you know, that event really did kind of hurt my mojo. It took the wind out of my sails. It's just really impacted my energy and such as that. So I've been struggling to get back into this video making process. Maybe part of it is that you know, these adventures that we go on sailing and making these videos, it all revolves around generally having fun. And maybe it's because I sort of feel guilty now and having fun and recording ourselves doing so. But I just want to say that even though we're pressing on, despite some of the inner turmoil, you're going to see me being very happy, very, you know, very energetic and all that stuff. But just understand that there's kind of an inner battle going on right now. And, you know, I'm going to get through it. You know, we're going to get through it. Everything is, you know, ultimately just fine. But, yeah, there's a little bit of an inner battle happening. So I just wanted to say that for whatever it's worth. So, without further ado, let's kick this thing off. We are currently in Titusville, Florida. What we're doing here is doing laundry, getting some groceries, provisioning a little bit, and basically getting off the boat for the first time in 7 days. So far we've been on the boat for 10 days in total, but yeah, it's been a week of travel so far. The first 5 days of those 10 days was very cold. On multiple mornings we actually woke up with icicles hanging from our boom. No joke. So that's a new experience for us for sure. So finally the weather is starting to warm up, and we are working our way south to Daytona or Fort Pierce or somewhere like that for a jumping off point for the Bahamas. Yeah, so that's the general idea here. Here in just a little bit we're going to be launching the dinghy. We have done that one time and it was very awkward, but I think we've learned a few things from that process of, you know, moving this big heavy new dinghy on and off the boat. I think we're getting the hang of it now, but we're not quite there yet, but we'll show you what we got so far. If you see any ways we might improve that process, just let us know. So that's enough of me talking. Let's go check in on the ladies.
Hi.
What's going on with that shirt there?
Oh, I want to be where the people aren't.
Is that true?
Yeah, most people, yeah.
Okay. Molly.
Yeah.
I want you to say something to the folks, but first of all I want to point out how in everybody else's perspective you are a full foot taller and much more mature than the last time they saw you on camera. So please just confirm that you are indeed Molly. Yep, that's her. Hey, go stand up over there next to your mother. That is so depressing. Molly, please stop getting bigger. Oh my goodness gracious. How old are you now?
13.
13? That's really crazy, Molly. You know, people have been watching you since you were 7.
Yep.
Or maybe 6. People have watched you grown up on camera, Molly. And now you are slowly and gracefully turning into a young lady. So Molly has something exciting that she wants to demonstrate. Finally, something exciting to start off this video. Okay, Molly, what do you want to show them?
I play a penny whistle.
Yeah, so what you don't know is behind the camera, Molly has been practicing for countless hours to perfect her penny whistle skills. So please give a brief demonstration of what you've learned so far.
You don't want to.
Please give a demonstration of what you've learned so far.
Fine.
Demonstration.
I can't stop laughing. I told you.
Molly, I try to be very supportive of you and everything you do, but that was horrible.
I know.
Hey, okay, can I try it? Okay, let me try that thing. Prepare your ears for this musical feast. Tammy, give it a shot.
No.
Give it a shot, Tammy.
Please. Molly will be better than me.
Toot that whistle. Here comes the Hobbit song. Oh, boy. All right, folks. That's enough whistle shenanigans. I am absolutely certain that nobody expected to hear a penny whistle serenade whenever they decided to click on this particular video, so you are welcome for that little treat. Now, we are going to work on getting this dinghy launched. So, this may not be a pretty process, but we will be perfecting this over time, so observe. Step 1, tie this short line to the bow eye, like so. Step 2, attach the halyard to the bow eye. Step 3, raise the nose of the dinghy, and then tie the nose of the dinghy to the inner stay with the short rope. Now what?
Flip it.
Flip it. Demonstrate. Yeah, that'd be crazy, huh? Next, we attach this custom, homemade, non-proprietary DIY dinghy lift harness that I myself assembled. Isn't that right, Tammy?
Yes.
Pretty fantastic, huh? Don't let West Marine get their eyes on this, so they'll soon be manufacturing and selling these things for approximately $900. I made this one for $30. Now at this point may be a good time to explain the name of the dinghy, because you've certainly seen it throughout this dinghy moving around process, so here's the explanation. It is actually named in honor of my dad. When my dad would be asked, you know, how things are going, or how's your day, or how's you doing, you know, anything like that, his answer was often peachy keen. It was just, it's one of those southern expressions, I guess, that means things are going just fine. So that is the name of the dinghy, Peachy Keen. Okay, we are now preparing to lift this dinghy off the boat. We have to do two things. One is attaching a halyard to the dinghy lift harness, and the other is putting a very practical sized fender on the port side of the dinghy. Tamby, show us the practical sized fender.
That's quite big. Impressive.
Okay, now let me explain what's going on with the lifting situation of this outboard motor. What I did is I made another little lifting harness. This is just tubular webbing with these aluminum carabiners attached to it, but the real magic is down here. These little yellow pieces of Kevlar string are actually mounted through the you know, this lower housing of the motor. It just has stopper knots tied on the back side of it, and there are 4. So these little pieces of string here will lift something like 8,000 pounds, you know, as far as their braking strength goes. So if we just clip into this, Molly, and just clip all the way across it, just like that, that's how we're going to lift it up. There we go. Now we're ready. Aside from, I also tie a control line to the motor, and I'm going to get in the dinghy. Tammy's going to lift. Molly's going to help me maneuver the motor, and we're going to do this very safely without punching a Yamaha 15 2-stroke outboard sized hole in the bottom of our dinghy. If everyone could just take a moment to appreciate Tamby's mermaid leggings. I mean, you don't just find those anywhere. In fact, you don't just find somebody willing to wear mermaid leggings just anywhere. So I have a very unique woman here with very unique leggings. Isn't that a special thing?
Yep.
All right, you want to keep going on the motor?
Yeah.
All right, now we just have a few things left. One of them is hooking up the fuel line to the motor. All right, see if I can get this thing running.
First pull.
Woohoo! All right, Molly, we ready? All right, just pop that up there and give us a little push. Just pop that up there and give us a little push. I know, you're doing, oh, there you go, nice job. Keep us off the boat, there you go. All right, that's it, ladies. All right, wow. That is one good looking boat there, folks. Oh, look at that beauty. Tammy's using her new what's it called?
Toaster oven?
Toaster oven, yeah, for the first time to cook pizza. Look at that. Oh man, that looks so good. Baby, that looks fantastic.
Does look good.
Yeah, so we've got a new cooking setup here. We've got the toaster oven underneath and a propane cooktop on top. Yeah, so we kind of have the best of both worlds here, we think. It is a little weird seeing an amp draw of 140 whenever that thing is running, but we do have 400 amp hours of lithium, and that pizza only cooked for, what, let's just say 30 minutes. So that was 70 amp hours. So, yeah, should be good. Yeah, you liking your little galley setup so far?
I love it.
Mm-hmm. I like it too, especially when it produces delicious pizza.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
Oh, yawn.
Why are you yawning, Molly? It's only like 6 o'clock.
We're on a boat now.
It has been a very relaxed, slow, like 2 weeks so far, hasn't it? I think things are going to pick up once we get in the Bahamas, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird how you can do nothing in a day and be tired.
Mm-hmm. What have you mostly been doing as we travel down the ICW?
Cross stitching.
Cross stitching. Do you want to show off your skills? Let's see what you've been working on. Cross stitching. Okay, now don't say what it is. Let's see if the people. Let's see if the people can guess what that is.